I do not own a clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. And another MCU project. These Gap House and Gap House is me, Camden, on channel Camden. Review on movie about superheroes I did not know who they even were before they were announced at Comic-Con. Eternals is the newest released MCU movie. Yes, I know they released a lot of stuff this year, and it's about basically these really powerful beings from space, and they hide on Earth, and they hide their powers and stuff like that. And then they reunite together after a certain event. A tragedy. The team involves characters such as love child of Sebastian Stan and Henry Cavill, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Morales' dad, and she in another Marvel movie, seriously, Ezra Miller, Deathra Soda, and many, many more. And yes, it's newly released, and I saw it. My thoughts on it? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it. First, let's talk about some of the characters. I kind of basically did, but some of their powers are actually kind of cool. And also, there have been arguments about who's better, the Flash or Makari. And we all know who is superior. You're too slow. You're too slow. And Drig and a few other characters. And one of the characters, I will not say who, isn't in there as much as some of the other ones, and it's a big pivotal plot point, but I will not say it. And also, like I said, there's one of the characters are named Sprite.
Hey, Excelsior, we got Spider-Man, and we got the Hulk, and Human Torch, and now we have Sprite.
And there's also Kingo, who is a Bollywood director and actor, and he has like a side character who like holds the camera like the whole movie, and I actually found those scenes pretty entertaining. And with the MCU, with some of their side characters, some of them can be funny, some of them are not. And there's also Icarus, to get me with the level of pronouncing characters' names wrong ever since Shang-Chi. I'm so sorry. It's Icarus. Richard Madden, I am so sorry. And from the trailer, I was like, it's pretty cool. And also in the movie, it also was in the trailer. A kid was all like, hey, it's Superman. I saw him on the news with laser beams and a cape. Do not wear a cape. Is Icarus' secret identity Etna mode? Also, I like to mention, that's kind of nice. Marvel kind of mentions like some DC characters. Like they're showing respect to DC, kind of. That's nice, showing that they don't have a complete rivalry, as some people say. And there was also a scene where they kind of made a joke about Batman. That's better than, this. Marvel. DC. Marvel. DC. Marvel. DC. Invincible. Marvel. DC. Spawn, the Ninja Turtles, and Ben 10. Yeah, Icarus, he's, throughout the movie, like, he's more, like, he's kinda, like, calm, but not too much. Like, he has that sort of, like, he isn't, like, too angry and not, like, super loud, where, of course, there are scenes where he got his laser eyes and starts fighting, but, he isn't too loud and more super duper expressive into the third act. In the third act, something stuff happens. First of all, he keeps it cool until later on. And also, with all the heroes, let's talk about some of the villains. There's the Deviants, which are monsters they have to fight. not just like a specific dude for most of the movie, though there is one later on, Crow, like there's this other CGI monster guy in the third act, and he isn't there as much. He's there, but like yeah, most of the movie it wasn't like a specific like a guy until he showed up. Most of all, it was just monsters. Like we gotta stop the deviants and not a specific guy like Ultron or Thanos or Vulture or Killmonger. Bro, he was there. He was,
Charles, you will die because I'm evil. I am evil.
But there is someone else they fight in the movie, and that's more entertaining because it had more weight to it, and it had more just like something that you would just go, like wow. I won't say who that specific person, but they did fight someone, and he was around through the whole movie, and you did not expect them to fight him. And also, yeah, those are the villains. Also, there were certain side characters, like one dude who seems like kinda normal, and there's this running gag about him wanting to be a giraffe. But, he is gonna be more important to the Marvel Universe later on. Other words,
Stick to the mid-credit scene, of course.
but yeah, and they're like the villains, that's how they were, and the characters, some of the characters were nice, and also, like, the difference between some others, like, the Avengers, there were 6 people. The Guardians of the Galaxy, there were 5 to start with. Here, it was, like, 8 of them? I'm stupid. 10 of them, but one of them isn't there as much. And yeah, some of their powers are pretty cool, and the interactions between them are pretty nice. My favorite superhero team in the MCU. And yeah, and also the plot of this. A team who has to come together and relearn the importance of family, who have to fight ancient monsters from many years ago. And not importantly, they ripped off ninja! Anyways, yeah, and also, there was a certain character that was shown in a movie, and I was surprised that they shown up. I'm sorry to spoil, though that character was seen a little bit in the trailer. Be asking, was it one of the X-Men, or the Fantastic Four, or Daredevil, or Punisher, or the Mole Man, or Kazar and Zabu, or the Devil Dinosaur, or Galactus, or Silver Surfer? It's no one you expect. And that would be... Pause through one of the trailers, and it says, right here, Camden Lock. I wonder who has that name. I'm officially in the MCU now. No, Kevin Feige, you don't have to worry about me slipping spoilers or anything. I'll keep my mouth sealed. You don't have to worry about sniping me tonight. If you excuse me, I'm going to pitch to Kevin Feige a movie where me, Sam, Bucky, Peter Parker, Deadpool, and Ant-Man, we have to go on a road trip to stop the Egghead from having a giant egg bomb in London, and it was enchanted by the Enchantress. A kaiju type movie where there's Fing Fang Foom, he's taking over Tokyo, so me and Scott Lang are the only ones who can stop it. Oh, and I'm worthy of Thor's hammer also. Or a movie where me, I, and Star-Lord in a Mario costume has to save Carol Danvers from Bowser at a castle. Yes, thank you, Kevin Feige. Thank you very much. It has been an honor. I'm officially an MCU character. Last thing, can we adapt Eminem and Punisher crossover? This actually happened in the comics, don't question it. Wow. Now, also I'd like to note throughout this video, this is a non-spoiler review, so that's why I haven't been spoiling anything. But here are some spoilers out of context. Anyways. Alright, so, enough talk. What do we think of this? Well, it may not be my favorite MCU movie, but it wasn't bad. Some of the characters are pretty nice and their powers seemed cool. Also, it was a little bit different. Chloe Zhao did a pretty good job. And some people say they didn't like it, but that's okay. That's their opinion. Me, I thought it wasn't that bad. It was pretty cool, actually. And I hope to see these characters again someday. Because these characters are actually pretty cool. And one of the best things the MCU is good at is their characters. And their castings are also good. The flaws I would give it is one of the villains is a bit, like I said, Crow is a bit dry. He isn't there that much. He just out of nowhere. But besides that, it was pretty nice. A solid 8 donuts. Yeah, and also, the talk of the past few weeks are the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Let's take a look at the scores. What do you think of that, you may ask?
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care, I don't.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes in general. I form my own opinions on movies, and you should do the same. You should not rely on a random website to form your own opinion. I know you may gonna say, it's not just a website, it's critics go on there. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still a website, and you should form your opinion. Not Rotten Tomatoes. You. If you like it or don't like it. Me, I formed my own opinion, and me, it wasn't that bad. That's the thing sometimes these days. People rely on YouTube videos and websites on their opinion. If there's a YouTube video saying they don't like Shrek 2, I don't care. I still like Shrek 2. A YouTube video saying they like the Emoji Movie, I don't care. I still hate the Emoji Movie, and yes, I'm reviewing it some. Someone makes a hate video on Spectacular Spider-Man, I wouldn't care. What am I kidding? I would definitely care. I do not care, and you shouldn't either. You form your own opinion. You watch it and you say with your honest opinion what you think about it. Not a random 40-year-old on the internet tell you what you think. You tell you what you think. What makes everyone special. Anyways, that ends our segment of... Oh, not yet. There's still some more proof that I don't trust Rotten. They gave Home Alone a rotten score. And the first Ninja Turtles movie, a rotten score. And Spider-Man 3, a 63, though it deserves more than that. Anyways, that ends our segment of... Bored, I'm obsessed with Sonic. Now, overall, I thought the movie was pretty nice. Some of the characters were pretty nice. Had some pretty nice, like, powers and stuff like that. The villain was a bit dry, but yeah, those were my thoughts. I hope you comment down below what you thought of the movie, if you saw it. I hope you like, comment, but not a mean comment, and subscribe. Wait a second. Turn off the Sonic Adventure music. The next MCU movie. Well, there's Hawkeye, that's a show, but movie is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Hey, I'm not taking you with...